of the Republican conventions, all the pretty much every single speaker that came out are from the Trump family. Is there some sort of significance behind this?
I think they are the inner circle surround Trump that seems to know very well what direction Trumps are going. And these are the people who drafted the speech and every kind of thing and working like a teamwork, inside teamwork, which is coming out that maybe the outside circle right now is getting a little bit suspicious of what are the really goal, really policy of the Republican, not Trump Republican, but Republican. And as you can see that some might take a little bit distant from Trump, but that's only minority. Because everybody is still concerned that since he's speaking direct to the base, and the base will go with the people who endorse him. So if you don't endorse them, you might not get re-elected, and this is a key thing that.
What was also unprecedented was the fact that he used White House as a set for the last night of the convention for the acceptance speech. Of course, the Democrats think that is very unethical. But do you think will have any impact on the American people at large?
Like I said, when you're talking about American people, you're talking about which American people? If you're talking about his base, conservative base, I think they loved it. They love what's that? The song, right?
Yes,
that's the song that Trump always liked it.
So from this point on, many observers believe that it's going to be one of the ugliest elections, right? So do you think it will end up that way?
Because there will be a lot of voting, mail-in vote by voting. I believe that maybe this time they cannot announce the winner. Usually after on November 3rd, they should be able to predict, at least CNN will come out and predict who will be winning, and the next couple of days, and then you have the winning. But because this time it is very likely that the votes will not be able to come in time for the third, so they cannot count everything at a time.
Take quite a few days before.
Take a few days for that, and with that, it's going to make it difficult to predict what's going to happen, because let's say it depends on the votes. If the votes are very close, then it will be very decisive, because you need to count all the mail-in one, right? And that may give a kind of chance for Trump not to accept the result.
If they will give him excuse.
Excuse, I don't want to say that excuse. Yeah, something like that, because that would probably decide who's going to win by the mail-in.
But before we go to the election day, but the campaign, will be certainly very, very fierce, very angry, right? Because judging from how Trump has been attacking Biden, and of course I'm sure that Biden will not be taking it sitting down and will be fighting back, so they will end up being very nasty against each other.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about the process through the election. In theory, but president is elected by the electorate, not by the people, right? So once the electorate are together, the electorate are not required to vote according to the people, okay? They can vote independently. So it could be possible that we might have some kind of electors who change their mind and don't vote for that.
And that never happened before?
It did happen, and it always happened, but it happened as a symbol. Maybe one or two change their mind just to show that they still hold on to the power. But if, let's say, you have a very close result, because you need 270, right? What about if the another one have 272 and the other candidate has 268, right? So you need two to shift, right? So if the two shift, from 271 down to the other side, the 268 will be 270. You see my point?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can persuade two Democrats
to switch sides. Okay. That will open the Pandora box.
Exactly, and that's possible. And theoretically, that's perfectly legal. according to the Constitution.
But that would lead to certainly a lot of chaos.
Yes, that's right.